Hello friends, we are all eagerly waiting for Namit Malhotra Nitesh Tiwari's upcoming Ramayan movie to be released on Diwali. Now Diwali is still a while away, so let's ask the little bird what's going on behind the scenes. Word on the street is that the makers of Ramayan have built a massive, breathtaking set of Mithila Nagri in Mumbai's film city, and they are currently shooting the iconic Sita Swayamvar scene. But here is the absolute biggest twist. Rocking star Yash, who plays Ravan, is actively shooting the Shiva's bow sequence. The filmmakers constantly claim that they are accurately following the Valmiki Ramayan. So according to the Valmiki Ramayan, did Ravan ever show up at Sita Swayamvar? Well, if we read it, a fascinating fact emerges. When Sri Ram and Lakshman went to Mithila with Rishi Vishwamitra, there was no assembly of kings there at that moment. Before their arrival, a number of kings had come to Mithila and tried their luck at lifting Lord Shiva's bow and had failed miserably and gone back home. But guess what? Lankesh Ravan's name is nowhere to be found on that list. By the way, we've already made a detailed video on whether Sita Ji's marriage was a Swayamvar or not. So if you want to take a deep dive, definitely check that video out on our channel. In short, I can tell you right here, our first suspense is cleared. The whole idea of Ravan making a grand entry at Sita Swayamvar is definitely not taken from the Valmiki Ramayan. Your Mahabalak team is no less than the CID. If the Valmiki Ramayan doesn't say that Ravan was there at Sita Swayamvar, where on earth did the filmmakers get this idea from? Let's unveil the mystery. Let's travel back to the 16th century and look at Goswami Tulsidas Ji's Ramcharitmanas, which gives us a truly magnificent description of this Swayamvar. In the Manas, Ravan is actually mentioned twice during this event. On King Janak's orders, the royal announcers proudly proclaim Janak's vow to the entire assembly. While singing praises of Lord Shiva's bow, they mention something incredible. Nrip bhujubal bidhu Shiva Dhanush. If the strength of these kings' arms is like the glorious moon, then Shiva's bow is like Rahu, which completely eclipses and swallows that moon. Garu kathor vidit sab kahu. Everyone knows how heavy and hard to string this bow is. Ravanu Banu Maha Bhat Bhare. Even warriors as mighty as Ravan and Banasur, Dekhi Sarasan Gavahi Sidhare, took one look at this formidable weapon and quietly walked away. They didn't even dare to touch it. After this, when all the kings fail one by one and Sri Ram steps forward at the signal of Rishi Vishwamitra, Sita Ji's mother becomes deeply worried looking at his tender, youthful appearance. Ravan Ban Chua Nahi Chapa, the bow that even Ravan and Banasur did not dare to touch. Hare Sakal Bhoop Karidapa, the bow that defeated the pride of every king on earth. Sodhanu Raj Kumar Karadehi is now being given into the hands of this delicate young prince. Bal Maral ki Mandar Lehi. Can a baby swan ever lift the mighty Mount Mandarachal? These verses make it crystal clear that Ravan wasn't physically present at the Sita Swayamvar. He had probably visited Mithila at some earlier time with Banasur, seen Lord Shiva's bow, realized its power and decided not to challenge it. But wait, if Ravan wasn't at the Sita Swayamvar even in the Manas, then why are there strong rumors that the movie will show a grand Ravan entry at the Sita Swayamvar that will send shockwaves through the assembly? Clearly, the filmmakers are drawing from a completely different source. We kept our investigation going. We checked the 12th century Tamil masterpiece, the Kamba Ramayanam or Ramavtaram. Just like the Manas, it mentions a grand gathering of kings where Sri Ram is present, but it makes absolutely no mention of Ravan. Next, we went to the Adhyatma Ramayan, a sacred Sanskrit text written between the 13th and 15th centuries, and once again, zero mention of Ravan trying to lift the bow at the Swayamvar.
दया कुछ न कुछ तो गड़बड़ जरूर है.
Well, there is no need to trouble Dayabhai to break down any doors because your brother has finally found the exact source. The scriptural backing for Ravan's grand entry actually comes from two regional retellings of the epic hailing from the eastern and western parts of India. The Bengali Krittivasi Ramayan and the Marathi Bhavarth Ramayan composed by the great saint Eknath. In these texts, it is explicitly stated that Ravan does attend Sita's Swayamvar, and he doesn't just walk away quietly. He actively participates with full arrogance, putting his entire strength into lifting the Shiva Dhanush. But because of his immense ego, the divine bow becomes incredibly heavy. Just as he attempts to lift it with all his might, his grip slips and the massive bow crashes right on top of him. Imagine the mighty king of Lanka pinned down beneath the bow, gasping for breath. King Janak and several royal attendants rush over to pull the humiliated demon king from underneath it. To calm a completely embarrassed and furious Ravan, holy water is sprinkled over him. He eventually controls his rage and returns to his seat, but his eyes remain completely locked on the arena, waiting maliciously to see if anyone else can lift it so that he can destroy them then and there. Friends, we have seen in films and on TV that makers often weave together these powerful dramatic episodes from the rich regional texts rather than sticking strictly to the original Ramayana. A question for you. Do you think it's okay for the makers to show these variations, or do you think mainstream adaptations should strictly stick to the original texts without any modifications? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you loved this video, then don't forget to like and share it.